Time now for today's edition of Truth or Fake. It's our daily fact-checking segment. I'm joined for that by Vedika Bahel. Vedika, welcome to the programme. Today we're looking at claims surrounding plastic rice. Now, apparently this is being exported to Africa. What are the claims all about?
Yes, Tom. So we at France 24 and the France 24 Observers were actually sent these videos this week for verification. The first one coming from an internet user in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, this video circulated on Twitter in a variety of languages. We saw it in Swahili, in English and in French. And its main goal was really to alert Africans across the continent to be alert about buying rice imported from Asia. Now, as this user says, eat organic, be careful of rice imported from Asia, especially those who live in Kinshasa. Now, in the video itself, what we can see is rice being mixed over an open in a pot over an open flame, and it's being mixed with large quantities of a black unknown powder. It is extracted a couple times and moved around, but it is continuously added back in the pot with the black powder, and that's what's pushing people to share this, saying that it's being contaminated. Now, in a second tweet, this is another video that we were sent earlier this week via WhatsApp, further perpetuating claims of a plastic rice factory. This video had over 1 million views, and in this video, we can see plastic being fed into a machine there, and so strips of plastic being fed into a machine, and towards the end of the video, it does spit out what indeed looks like small flakes of rice. Now, these are then scooped up and put into these huge white sacks, very, very similar to those that you do see, large kilograms of rice in large sacks like this, available for sale. Now, I found this same video circulating on a few different corners of the internet. I did find it here on TikTok and also on Dailymotion. So that wasn't the only place where we could see these being shared, Tom.
Okay, and pretty visual elements there. It looks quite realistic, doesn't it? How did you debunk all of this?
Well, from doing a reverse image search from that first video with the black powder, it led me here. This is the YouTube channel titled Indian Food Vlogs. They did have over 3.5 million subscribers. So that was sort of the first indication that what we're seeing is probably something that is indeed edible. It is titled puffed rice, but also this here has some characters in the Hindi Devanagari script. And when you do indeed search those characters, it translates to this. It translates to murmura, which is a very popular street food in India. It's a very popular spiced puffed rice snack. So that's really what we're looking at here. And then also there were many videos of it available, being shown its traditional preparation, which is to be mixed with a black salt in order for the rice to puff. To debunk the second video was a little bit harder. In fact, one of the main clues came from elsewhere we saw it on the internet. On this publication of the same video on Dailymotion, we can see that it's dated from 6 years ago. And whilst I couldn't track down the origin of this video, what we do know here is that it's not recent. It is dated from 6 years ago. And in that case, I did have to look for other visual clues to how we can analyze its veracity. This is a still from that same video, and what we can see in there on one of the white sacks is this Chinese character that translates to propyl, which is a derivative in the word polypropylene, and that is a plastic polymer used very widely in a range of industries. Additionally to that, the white bags that we saw that do look like bags of rice, apparently they are also used in China, and what we can see is the same character there being used here. This is a bag, a Chinese bag of polypropylene of plastic being used to hold plastic elements in China, and we can see the same character there. So it's possible that this is very much indeed a plastic manufacturing factory, although we cannot verify that for sure. As well as that, the machine being used here does look very, very much like one being used in a plastic manufacturing factory as well. And this is where elements like polypropylene are made or recycled.
Okay, and of course, not the first time we've had rumours of plastic rice. As you said, that first video dated back 6 years. We've heard stuff like this before, haven't we?
Yes, we have indeed. We have seen this before. Back in 2017, this was actually a massively huge viral fake news story. And the France 24 observers were indeed one of the first to debunk this at the time in 2017, among many other news media there as well. Now, videos just like the ones we've seen of plastic rice surged online in many African countries, including the Gambia, Burkina Faso, Senegal, Ghana. In fact, they reached such heights that Ghana's Food and Drug Authority actually started carrying out investigations within the rice industry as well. And at the time, the claims also included videos of plastic sheets being fed to create rice pellets, but also videos of people burning the rice to check whether it's real or not, because the claims were that if it burned, it contained plastic. But overall, what we can see here, this is old misinformation indeed, and what we're seeing here is just its revival back into the online sphere.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed for that edition of Truth or Fake. Vedika Bahel, thank you very much indeed.